Hi, welcome. So somebody asked me a question. They were like, Vicky, how do you know all Nigerian anthems? Let me explain to you how I know all Nigerian anthems. Okay, so the first one, I was dating this Igbo guy. When I'm dating somebody, I know that we'll marry. So as the mother of the house, I'm like, okay, our children, they have to learn the anthem. I want to be a mother that will teach the children the anthem. And that's how I went and I learned Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call, obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. So I finished learning and then it did not work. The relationship didn't work. I dated another Nigerian and then the anthem was changed to Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tongue and tribe may differ, in brotherhood we stand. I learned it also cause as a good mother that I am going to be, I want to be able to teach my children the anthem. And then it did not go, and then I have the two anthems stuck in my head. So anybody who wants to learn Nigerian anthem, come, I'll teach you for free. Anyways, this video is not about the Nigerian anthem. Yeah, I just had to put that there because before coming I've been singing the Nigerian anthem. So in this video I'm going to share with you all my cultural shocks in Nigeria. I visited Nigeria, that was last month. I was in Nigeria for a couple of weeks and
it shocked you.
Hey, it shocked me well. And why did it shock me? This is because prior to going to Nigeria, the news from Nollywood, like many sources, Nigeria is not a silent country on planet Earth. Like everywhere you go to, like they know Nigeria, you know. So I'm also from everywhere you go to as a Cameroonian content creator. So there are so many things we hear about Nigeria. Those things that we hear, it gives you a notion about the place. So I had notions in my head about Nigeria. But when I got to Nigeria, I shocked. I was like, na so na they do for here? Number one thing that shocked me about Nigeria is blessed me, let me put it that way, is how developed every state is. As a travel content creator, I travel small, and when my money reach, I try. I'm not like Tayo Aina or the Maya or Steven Doko. You know that money to be moving around. I don't have that kind of money, but when my money reach small like that, I will try and go to small countries again. Tayo Aina, Steven, or the Maya, you both should pay for a trip that I should go to somewhere. Just pay a flight for me to go to somewhere. My grandparents, I hail you, I greet you in Jesus' name. Well done, happy Sunday. One thing I've noticed about countries is that there is like centralization, let me put it that way. You'd see that it's mostly the capital city or maybe the economic capital or a political capital that it has all of the gigantic infrastructure, development and everything. But when you travel into the country, like there's not much going on in those places. But I was shocked during our séjour in Nigeria. We went to Anambra State. We left Lagos, we went to Anambra State. We went to Kaduna. We went to Abuja. Those of you asking me for my videos from Kaduna, like I said, I've not been able to post content about, I've not been able to complete like my Nigerian content because my memory card got corrupted and I lost footage. Yeah, I would have showed you about my time in Kaduna, but I don't have that. So yeah, that's where we are. So all of those places that I went to, I was so shocked to see that every state you go to, they have things going on, like big roads, good roads, big buildings. I'm like, hey, like what place is this? Giant of Africa for a reason, do you understand? So it shocked blessed me. Every state has like a governor and the governor is doing big things for their state. And then no state wants to carry last, do you understand? So it makes every state is buoyant. They're, you know, that one shocked me. That one shocked me. It's not a very common thing, but I found it, I saw it in Nigeria. Number two thing that shocked me. Did it shock you? Hey, it's how massive, how large Lagos is. To think that Lagos is the smallest state in Nigeria, hey God, for you to move from one place to another, oh my Jehovah. I think it's two things. One, it could be the traffic that makes movement to be prolonged, if I can put it that way. And then two, it's also massive. You'd book an Uber from one place and it tells you that you're arriving your location in 3 hours. I witnessed that. Like, you sleep in the Uber, chill, you boil a pot of beans while you're inside the Uber, you will not arrive. Do you understand? Yeah, so that's the next thing. I found it to be really massive. So it's a shock when I hear that Lagos is like the smallest state in Nigeria, and then I'm like, oh, smallest state in Nigeria, and yet it's this massive. The next thing that shocked me when I got to Nigeria, I don't know how you're going to take this, but it's how affordable Nigeria is. Hey, my God, on the news, when you're reading the news, they'll be telling you, in Ilorin everything have scattered, you know, they're telling you that everything is expensive. It was a shock to me, because when I got there, I'm like, I will move to this Lagos, I will move to this Nigeria, because my money was buying me more stuff. Even though the value of the Naira is down, it still gets you more stuff. I traveled with Carol and we were walking and buying stuff. I'm like, Carol, my money in Cameroon, my money cannot do me, and I don't have like that. But I take my I come to Nigeria, I could buy stuff. I went to the supermarket, I bought things. I was like, Mama mia, in Cameroon, I cannot buy this kind of things. Do you understand? Hey, Nigeria, people are enjoying. So it was a shock to me, because the way I was getting complaints about how things are difficult, I did not experience any difficult thing. Everything is fine. Everything is fine in Nigeria. It's fine.
Nigerians, we get money. Forget. We get money. Forget that thing. Money dey, like, sure. Money dey. Not just because our government dey too help us. Money dey. We know say money dey.
The fourth thing that shocked me while I was in Nigeria is the portion of meat that people eat. It's not in one place, so it's not in 2 places. It's not 3. Like, Nigerians, people eat like beef, meat, turkey, big portions, and then variety. So in a pot of soup, they have this soup they call fisherman soup. Inside pot of soup is like Chinese parliament, obstacles, as if it's a road you cannot pass. Crab, snails, periwinkles. I saw periwinkles in Nigeria for my first time. Yes, I like seeing new things. You see fish, you see, name in the comment section, just be naming the things that they put in fisherman soup. I'm like, this soup, you people are saying that things are hard, but one person who eats somebody will be eating soup that has all of this. We don't do that in Cameroon. We don't. Like, when you cook a pot of soup, pick one. Okay, maybe arrow, you can have like kanda, what Nigerians call pomo, and then you can have beef, you can have crayfish, and maybe smoked fish. But you don't have turkey in the arrow. Like, we don't do that here. Your mother will slap, your mother will beat you. Like, where did you learn that kind of thing from? That's why it's a cultural shock, because where I am coming from, especially for a woman, you're not supposed to like to eat, you're not supposed to like meat. You see, don't act like you like meat. Don't do as if you like meat. Don't even try it, because they'll be like, where did you learn this one from? So it was a shock for me to go to Nigeria, and it's like, people eat meat, and then one plate of food you have variety. We don't do that here. So what a Nigerian will eat in a plate of food, in Cameroon we're going to dice it and share for the entire house. It just has to do with different cultures, how different people appraise different ideas. Okay, so that was a cultural shock for me. The next thing that shocks me about Nigeria is how easy it is to make money in Nigeria. But this is one thing I have read in comment section. Nigeria welcomes every black person. Nigeria welcomes basically everybody. If you hustle, you make money. Any hustle you put your hand into, you make money. And I saw that, cause as a content creator, this is one thing that I'm saying all the time. Okay, since the month ended and I saw my YouTube check, I came to Nigeria. I put up a couple of videos. The money that I made, I never made that kind of money. Nigeria changed my life. Nigeria has changed my mindset about so many things, you understand? So that was a cultural shock, because I have been to other countries I had videos that had like more views than than the views. I think the highest view I have on my Nigerian videos is like 33,000 for now. So I've gone to other countries and I had videos that had like 140k views, but I didn't make that kind of money. I didn't make the kind of money that Nigeria is giving me within a short time. And then it's not only that, it's just the ease with which you could infiltrate into a system, start a business. You don't know what you have. You don't know what you have for until you need to go to another country and see how difficult it is to start a business in some countries. In Nigeria, like, you just start your business and you're selling online, you're selling. That's why you have people living from other countries coming to buy from Nigeria, because there's just like an atmosphere conducive for you to make money, to create wealth, to be big. So I feel like as a Nigerian, you have to cherish that. It's not everywhere. It's not everywhere. Like, the gratitude attitude needs to be something that you put on until you go to somewhere else and see how other people are living. Then you know that, okay, where you are is a very good place. Okay, the next thing that shocks me in Nigeria is how welcoming, how warm Nigerians are, which is different from what you're going to hear online. Yep. So online they'll tell you, oh, they're very bad people. I don't know if I shared this in one of my videos. Like, the second Nigerian I dated, okay, after praying about it, I also had to ask like some people. I was like, hi, there's this Nigerian guy who's talking to me. I kind of like him. What do you think? Hey, people's first reaction, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear. I don't want to hear it. You know, don't even just try it. A Nigerian, don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. I'm like, what is wrong with what is it? And then I still went ahead and I dated that guy, and he ended with me crying. Oh my god. But yeah, that was just a circumstance, you know. So people have like a notion about Nigerians. It makes you to be skeptical about going, or it makes you to just keep you're just waiting for the small, you know, when you're on edge, you go to a place and you're on edge because of things you've heard, and you're just waiting for the least reaction for you to just blow up. What was I talking about? Oh yes. So when I went, from like all the places that I went to, I met the sweetest, I met the most welcoming, the most friendly people that I have ever met. Like, seriously, when I'm talking about my trip and I get to Nigeria, one of the things that blessed me so much is the people that I met. So there's one thing, when I sat and I was giving an appraisal, because so far I visited like 7 countries during this trip. I took my money, I paid flights from here to here, road trips. I visited 7 countries. So giving an appraisal of all the countries that I went to, what I noticed was that the remark I had about each country was based on the people that I met in those places. Do you understand? So for me, the people that I met in Nigeria were just so amazing. So Nigeria was good because I met good people. So the land is not really going to influence you. Okay, it may be rainy where you have an umbrella, but a warm person that you met, a sweet person that you met, just changes your mind about that place or gives you a new perspective about that place. Does that make sense? I'm using too many words and it's like I'm saying something off, but that was it for me. I met sweet people and it was a cultural shock because of the things that I heard about Nigeria prior to my arrival. Does that make sense? The next thing about Nigeria that was a shock to me is Nigerians eat dry food. There's people selling puff puff, but there's no beans around. Where is the beans to eat the puff puff? Where's the pap to eat the puff puff? In Cameroon, when you buy puff puff, you have to put some small beans on the side. I remember I met with Moments with Ijeoma. Ijeoma is a content creator, a very pretty Nigerian lady, and she's very sweet. I met with Ijeoma and we're doing like some food tasting, anyone. All is that the food will enter the mouth and you say, this one is good, this one, what is this, you know. We were doing like food tasting around Abuja, Lokogoma. So she bought egg roll for me. I'm like, Ijeoma, Where is the pepper? What will I eat this egg roll with so that it will not come and hang my esophagus or larynx or alimentary canal? So she was like, no, we eat it like that. And then still in Abuja, I met with Abdulrazak and we were trying out Nigerian puff puff. I'm like, Abdulrazak, where is the beans? Where is the sauce to eat this with? And she's like, no, that she has heard that some people eat puff puff with beans and pepper and she doesn't like it. It's not something that they do. I'm like, oh, it means that you have to drink water because you need something that will push it down. Do you understand? So it was a shock to me. Even my first day in Lagos, we bought like bole and ram suya. Oh, that thing was sweet. Hey God, very sweet. I was like, uncle, where is the sauce? You want me to eat empty soya and plantain? Like, where is the sauce by it that will just enable it to, you know how you eat bread and you push it down with Fanta? You need sauce to push down these things that you're eating. In Cameroon, when they do like fish, they're going to put like some green sauce, you know, some good sauce around to push it down. And then another thing that shocked me while in Nigeria, this was especially in Lagos. I think Lagos is mostly for the Yoruba people, but because of many job opportunities, like the entire Nigeria, the whole world is in Lagos hustling. You get, but originally it's the Yoruba people that are based in Lagos. So the Yorubas have this cajoling thing about them. You know, they have the sweet mouth, they have the sweet tongue. They'll say nice things to you and just learn, you know, I don't think I'm using the right words, but you know when somebody has a sweet tongue and they tell you, you're so beautiful, you're so fine, you're kind, you're nice, but they really know how to praise somebody. So I got into this taxi and this woman, and this was like the prototype for most of the places we went to. This woman, she talks to this officer and she's like, well done, no sir, God bless you, you're doing well, I see how you're fine and everything. And then as she just gets into her car, she did yimu. Now this may be lack of better terms to use, but it's how they are rude, like I said, lack of a better word, rude and polite, like at the same time, rude and polite. So one moment somebody can be laying praises on you, and then the next minute they just stand on the street in traffic and they insult somebody. God, what happened? Oh, and then after, oh, is everything okay? So when you're in somebody's good side, they'll really pet you, cajole you, and just praise you. And then the minute you just go to the other side, they're like, oh, they call you out immediately. So that's the next thing that shocked me, how somebody could be so soft, docile, and at the same time, I don't know the best words to explain that, but it's just don't try me. Like, shoja wereni, they born you, shoja wereni, ofe I want sorrow, shoja wereni, and at the same time, ìyàwó mi, olólùfẹ́ mi, So that's the next thing that shocks me. I'm very sure that I've confused you with this point because I'm not very articulate with my words. Like, I've not really articulated how I felt, you know. But the point is kind of like having the blend of rude and soft, rude and polite at the same time, and it's a skill. It's just a skill that I discovered in Nigeria. The next thing that shocked me in Nigeria is that I moved from one place to another. I moved, and in all my movement, by road, by air, nobody asked me for my ID card. Okay, no, by air, you have to do boarding pass and ID, boarding pass and ID, boarding pass and ID. So that's the only place they asked me for my identification. Nobody asked me, oh, come here, what's your name? Nobody did that. No police officer. You'll be asking yourself like, what's that? Is that a point to raise? Until you come to Cameroon. When you come to Cameroon, hey God, as you move from here to there, they'll say présentez-vous. Present yourself. Who are you? You have to show your ID. you will not show your driver's, you know, your driver's license has every information about you, your passport has every information about you, maybe like a voter's card or your birth certificate. No, it's not those. It's your ID card, the identity card, not the other things that have all the information that they want. They want just the ID. That is it, white ID card. You have to show it. If you don't have it, anything for the boys you get. Yes. So nobody asked me that. I was like, okay, this is okay, I like this. So the first day I got into Cameroon, I got into Cameroon on Saturday. On Sunday we were going to church. I got into a taxi. Of all the taxis that were passing, those officers did not stop them. When my taxi was coming, they just like, arrêtez, présentez-vous. I said, wait. And when I came, I didn't find my ID. My ID was lost or missing. It was somewhere. So, but I moved with my passport, because in the worst case scenario, I'll present my passport and then maybe something will come out from my pocket, or something will come out from my pockets, and then but at least I should show some identity, some identification. So when they came and they said presentez-vous just to my taxi, I was like, ah, God, what have I done? You know how Jonah, God sent Jonah to Nineveh, and Jonah took a boat. I was going to Tarshish, and then that boat, they say, it's just that boat that was saying. I was just like, ah, God, anywhere you have sent me to and I'm not gone, have mercy. I don't have 500 to give anybody now. So eventually, when the driver took out all the documents, the police were like, okay, just go. I was like, ah, thank you, God. Anywhere you send me to, I'll go. I promise to be good. And yeah, so it's a thing in Cameroon. You have to don't leave your house that you're going to buy granules. You know how you can just leave and say you want to go and buy I don't know what gala, or go with your ID. If not, money will leave you. Money will whoa. I think I have a last point. The last point is okay, the cost of banana and plantain in Nigeria. Cost of banana and plantain. Banana, and plantain. Hey, God. So even though the money compared to my money, no, that plantain, the money even compared to my, like, we bought like 5 plantain with like 3,000. I'm like, hey, not so not they do for you? Is that what you people do here? I don't. And then if I eating plantain, because if I'm the one, I will not eat plantain. No, I will not. That money, I will not. I will buy potato and cocoyam. I'll eat stone and I'll eat bread. Yes, I'll eat bread. You know how you like to eat rice? I'll eat bread and rice. Do you understand? You like to eat plantain and is it beans? I'll eat bread and beans. It's too expensive. I'm like, are you importing this? Is this plantain from Mars or is it Pluto? Hi, I'm trying to I will explain tired. The thing is headache in my head. I don't understand. So I found plantain and banana to be super expensive. I could not buy with my money. Yeah, it's somebody else's money that I will use to buy. I think that is it for my cultural shocks. I wrote down a list. I may have missed some, but in subsequent videos, I think I'll share some of those with you. There's a video coming up, a dummy's guide to navigating Nigeria. I don't know if you'd like to see that video, drop a comment and I'm going to drop that video. Okay, it's how I navigated Nigeria with ease. So I'm going to put that video up and give you all the tips and tricks that you need to go around Nigeria with, and to have the most fun, even if you don't have money. Not even if you don't have money, you should try to have some money that you can be paying transport, even if it's down for. Just try to have some small money that, even that you can be eating. Don't come to somebody's country where you don't have money. Yes, so I'm going to share that video for budget travelers like myself, and I think it's going to be a good one. But let me know, would you like to see that video? And I think we've come to the end of my cultural shocks. Drop a comment. Did I make sense? I don't know, I just said my mind. If I made sense, drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching me from, and I will see you all in my next video. Ah, God, bye bye. Je vous aime, Nigeria. I love you, Nigeria. Bye. You have been so good to me. You've done so much for me. I cannot tell you though. Tin, tin, tin. Nah, I'm coming back to Nigeria just for the information. Coming back cause yeah,